The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation. The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
And it's a graveyard smash.
It's now the mash.
It's caught on in a flash.
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash.
Welcome, everybody, to another Friday night, another House of Stein Hot 10 show. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that has sent me well wishes about my dog, Abby. As I told the guys in a message earlier, she is still with me right now. I don't think she's going to be here much longer. I think probably Monday or Tuesday is when we're going to put her down. And I will talk about more of that tomorrow night, just because I want to talk about something that sometimes you have to deal with as a pet owner. And it's a bummer, as it always is at that time of their life. But big thank you to everybody that sent me well wishes. I think everybody that knows me and knows has been a part of the channel or part of creating content with me for a long time. You guys all know how important my dog Abby is to me. She's my kid, and the amount of people that sent me messages was amazing. So thank you to all you guys. So enough of the sad stuff. We're going to try and get into this really quickly because we're running late, but it is what it is, and sometimes that happens. So I'm just glad to give you guys a show tonight, right? I mean, that's what we're glad to do.
Yeah, we're missing Hood tonight too. Poor Hood. So yeah, be thinking about him as well.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. One of the good guys in this game, and anytime you go through craziness, it's always good to have your loved ones around. So hopefully he's got loved ones around him right now, and I'm sure we'll talk about that sometime soon too. So fucking man, crazy.
But are we allowed to make fun of him though?
Well, it depends. If it's long lasting,
I gotta get those glasses with the eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how soon, or it's too, is it too soon to make fun of him? I don't know.
Yeah. We'll find out.
It's Redhood. He would make fun of us. So
that is true.
Yeah. So
which by the way, so this is like this is gonna be a really short story, and I'm only saying this just because my wife this is my life. So it's been a really long month and a half or so with work and everything, and I was trying to get the Christmas lights up the other night and got them up, no problem. And then I was walking out because I think my drill or something, I left my drill on the front porch, and I stepped outside, and this is what happens when you get old. I stepped outside and I stepped on the threshold of the door wrong, and I rolled my left ankle and I fell onto the porch. And as I'm laying there in pain, all that's running through me is, oh crap, my wife's going to see this on the Ring doorbell. And no sooner than that happened, she calls me and she's like, I sent this to my brother and sister, and they are dying laughing. And then all of a sudden, my daughter from college chimes in. She's like, "Oh my gosh, bruh, you look so stupid," or something like that. And yeah, so
I like how your daughter called you bruh.
She calls me dad, bruh. But it's like, yeah. So I'll show you guys. I'll send you guys. I'll send the link.
Just post it on Instagram.
I was gonna post it on IG or TikTok or something like that. But yes, I agree, Brad. I just need to stay on the couch. I'm done walking. I'm done doing anything.
And for those asking what happened to Hood,
He didn't learn. You'll shoot your eye out.
so we love you, Hood. We're hoping for you, brother.
Yeah, see, Brooklyn, it wasn't even a ladder. It was the front door. It was the threshold on the front door. It was not a ladder. Yeah, so
yeah, that's the way it works.
You gotta realign
sometimes,
that step then, because it's obviously uneven.
Yep. So, all right, you guys, let's get into the list. We have some interesting books that I want to talk about tonight. And there was one that I want to talk about specifically that we were talking about behind the scenes. Who's that? Is that Hood? Did Hood just jump on? He did. Look at that.
His camera's not on.
What's going on?
Bro, I got a big patch on my fucking eye, bro.
You didn't watch A Christmas Story? We told you.
Bro, I'll tell you, it's probably me from looking out at all these hot mamas, dude, on the covers, dude. At least that's what my wife said. That's what you get.
So is this what they tell you when you're young, that you'll go blind? It's like kind of true.
Bro, dude, everything was going good, and then I guess I thought I was 25 again, so it's always know your limits, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Lift with your legs, not your eyes.
So that's the way it works.
Hey, this will be the first Thanksgiving I've had off in over 33 years.
Nice. Congrats.
Holy shit, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm off tomorrow.
Lord of Brooklyn wants to know if Donnie Cates put a hit on you.
And he probably did. He probably got a voodoo doll, knowing him, dude.
Aaron, that's an urban legend. What's an urban legend?
Man, Comic Tom and J. Scott Campbell sent me the wrong book, dude. Who do you think I should be mad at?
Both.
I can't be really mad at Campbell, dude. And, like, I don't know. I'm going to flip a coin to see who I talk shit to, dude. No, I got the wrong book, but
But just message Comic Tom on Instagram, because then he at least reads the message.
Hey, check the private chat, you guys.
Well, I messaged him on Whatnot, so
yeah. No one reads messages on Whatnot. You might as well just message him on IG, on the actual platform that will, people respond to messages.
Okay. Yeah,
What did they send
typically don't have these problems.
Yeah, what did they send you instead?
They sent me the cover with Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy, and they were dressed like Britney Spears or whatever. I think it was it might have been the con variant. I can't tell. I only have one eye right now.
With the kawaii stuff on it or whatever. With the little anime animals or whatever.
Yeah, and I had ordered the ASM Mary Jane and the blue jeans, the classic one. So they didn't send me that one. And
hey, did you guys check the private chat? Did you guys see the private chat?
What happened?
I need to get the link to a book so I can use it for our below book of the week.
Hold on. Let me. I'll get it to you.
That's right. Y'all still needed a blow book.
Oh, we got one. We got one though, I think. So,
but hold on, I gotta find...
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find it in Discord.
Hey,
yeah, it's in Discord.
How come nobody picks up Fantastic Four 330 or talks about it?
Which one's that? The
Doom cover. Like, how come no, like in a slab? I'm not.
Is that the
Let me put this out there. I'm not specking. I'm not doing anything. I just like the cover off the record. So don't fucking think. I don't want people in the chat. Fuck you, Joe. You're trying to fucking pump a book. I'm not. I'm just asking, how come nobody talks about this book?
It's a great question.
Because this is a Fantastic Four book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Doom cover is really good. I'm just telling you, I'm going to pick one up in the slab.
I don't blame you. There's a couple Fantastic Four covers that I really like with Galactus on it. For sure, that I would love to pick up in a slab. All right.
It's the okay, hold on. Okay.
All right. Our woe/blow book of the week. You guys know how we do this. We love to deal with telling you about great covers and bad covers that might end up being good covers, bad covers that might be good covers, and vice versa. But we all like to to joke around with it every once in a while. But it sounds like this week we might have a little interesting problem on our hands. So as soon as
what's up, Blue Green? Blue Green's in the house.
Did you guys find it by any chance? Yes, no?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
But here, I'll put
All
the
also, you guys, if you're watching this, please hit the like button. It really helps us out. It's the best way that you guys can support us by doing it free. It doesn't cost you any money to hit that like button, to subscribe, or to check out all the links in the description.
I got a
for all of
perfect
other
game.
Stuff.
I got a perfect game. Can I say it real quick?
Uh-huh.
And that'll leave you guys alone?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So say like we have 200 people watching.
Thank you, Ben.
And there's only 35 likes. What if we just start kicking people out that we think haven't liked it? And let's see what our score is at the end.
That's
and
not
get
it,
all the way
Stein.
down to 35 people and see how many we got right that didn't like.
Is that
Right?
it, Stein? Vampirella one?
yeah.
I don't know. I think that would be fun.
Okay.
And then we'll see who's fucking lazy of just not pressing the thumbs up button. I mean, I'm just saying, and then we'll know who's really in it with us, and we'll know who's just a troll.
We'll find out who really doesn't have thumbs. Is what will really happen.
Oh, they got thumbs, except they're up in their ass.
Do you want the Instagram?
Hey, what's up,
link?
Don Horn?
Yeah. Do you
What's
have
up,
the
baby?
Instagram listing?
Well,
I'm just a one painkiller, bro. I'm sorry.
Have you ever got a dislike? Like, it's not a week we don't go without getting at least one dislike, right? I mean,
But
if we
see,
don't have
that's what-
haters, if we don't
That's
have haters,
what you want, though, right? You want people to dislike you because then it creates debate. We don't want people that think we're like, oh yeah, excellent, perfect show, nothing wrong. We want people to like challenge us. Hey, this could be better. This could be better.
yeah, we want people calling us out on our bullshit.
Yeah.
I love it personally. Like when I can get away.
No,
with
just Aaron's bullshit.
Yeah.
it.
All right, here we go. Our woe/book of the week, starting with our woe book. Shout out to Tony for that one. Let's get into it.
Is this the blow or whoa?
This is the woe. Whoa.
Oh yeah, dude.
This book is not out yet, but because it's a Mark Spears Monsters type show, you guys, this Monsters #3 Jaws cover is awesome.
I'm going to do my Mark Spears imitation. Hell yeah, I was thinking sharks. So I drew a massive shark. And over here in the Carolina waters, right?
That was pretty good.
I love Mark Spears, bro. I love that guy.
He's the best, man.
He's fucking
the
awesome.
best. Yeah, he is. So it is a metal according to Jersey to the Bay. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on this. But it is what it is.
Z needs
Justin
this
Shannon
book.
says, "Okay, I'll start the show at 10 p.m. East. Okay, I'll start the
that's
show
right.
at 10
He's from
p.m.
Alabama.
Eastern.
That's
11:40 is bullshit, man. This show has been going at 11 o'clock to 11:40 ever since we started. It's just the way it is."
Wait, are you new here?
What was somebody complaining about how long the show was?
No, how late we were.
How late we started.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
We'll get done early tonight.
we'll get done early tonight. Yeah. We always say that. We don't. All right, moving on to
Let's just end it right now then.
yeah our blow/book of the week.
That blows.
Joe's like, what?
Now, Mark Spears is in the chat. He says best impression ever.
For some reason, I was thinking Carolina. I totally forgot you're from Alabama, bro.
So we are going to talk about a subject that is very sticky, as we'll say here. Now, sometimes our blow book of the week is a killer cover. And this is a perfect example of a blow book of the week being a killer cover. And it is also Mark Spears' very first cover. And there is a problem with this, though. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you do as a retailer when a book that you have on your website for a certain price blows up? Do you continue selling that book at a certain price that you've had it for, or do you take them all down and put them back up for triple the price or double the price? Because, ladies and gentlemen, there is news that this book has gotten so crazy, and before even a person like me who is a creator first, I did not have a good chance to get one of these. I had the chance to buy it for a long time, just like all of us. But Zombie Prophet says, so the 616 Comics was selling this on their site for $50 only to cancel orders and put them up on eBay for $100. Ooh, that hurts. And I don't even think that they were that much. I think that they were 20. They were $9.99.
Wow.
$100. They weren't 50. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, this hurts to all of us that didn't get one. Oh, but we had our chance. So my question is to everybody out there, I want to know your thoughts on this. Drop what you think about this in the comment section on the replay below the video. We'd like to hear about it because, man, a lot of people are feeling like, what the fuck? I wanted this and now I have to pay 10 times the price for it. But
Badass fucking cover, man.
even Mark Spears says, I never got a medal of that one myself. Ooh.
Oh, was it the metal one that was originally $50 or whatever?
They're all.
Yeah, but like Mark can draw his own. You know what I mean? He's got an advantage. You know what I mean? Like
That is fair.
he goes, I didn't get a medal. I'm going to go ahead and make a medal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he can even get it remarked and everything.
Yeah, dude. Right. To Mark, the greatest guy ever and newest bestest friend.
You know you
my
would
God.
so do that.
Right?
Right.
A big old say continued on back.
Listen
right?
to
And
this.
just
James Kreider says, I got screwed on 3 of them. I bought them on eBay. They canceled a week and a half after not shipping after I asked why not shipped with no warning. Ooh, that's bad. I would give them the benefit of the doubt on that if I didn't hear that story. Oh, that hurts.
Bro,
616.
I played with fire. I ordered with oh God, who are those people on eBay? And we always say don't order from them. I didn't realize they had like 97% feedback. It was oh God, who's the ones that filed for Chapter 11?
Frankie's.
And yeah, I think it was Frankie's. Are they still on eBay?
Yeah,
think it was
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So I ordered the three copies of Absolute Wonder Woman, the one in the Panosian.
Uh-huh.
Bro, by some miracle, I got them, dude.
Oh, wow.
It only took, I barely got them the other day, dude. It only took like 2 months, 3 months.
Oh, you got lucky.
Dude, maybe it was the way I said, pretty please.
All right. Well, that's our Whoa/Blow book of the week. I want to know what you guys think. Drop us a message in the comments below. Like I said, I think a lot of us would probably given them the benefit of the doubt. Like, hey, people had the chance to buy them. It got hot. We changed the price. But when you cancel orders on eBay like that, yeah, that's not good.
But were they canceling orders from their website too?
That's a great question. It doesn't matter. It's just, what I mean? Like, we know why they did it. They did it because the book got hot. It's sold to somebody. You should honor those sales. Yeah. Put the other ones up for more, but honor the sales that you sold them for. That's fucked up. So we'll have to hear more. I mean, they have a chance to come out and put out, an answer to this, or if there's something that we're not understanding. And I get there was a comment on here that said, don't hate the player, hate the game. Jeffrey Drake says it. He says, that's flipping, isn't it?
Brian.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. But it's a little different when you don't honor sales, because that's the game. That is the game too.
Brian,
it's a bit different too when you're the store that puts out the variant.
Well,
hey, they're off the platform now. Like, look up Shop Batman.
Uh-huh.
And they don't have any books up for sale, dude.
Who's this?
They're called Shop Batman, but it was Frankie's.
Oh, wow. So they've been kicked off the platform? Wow, man.
Yeah.
We'll have to look more into that. So,
all right. Dude, I got so lucky I got my fucking books. Dude.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Well, let's continue with Buy the Dip. Ooh! Ooh! Timeless, issue number 1, the Humberto Ramos Miss Minutes variant, which has been on Buy the Dip before, but not at this low.
Yeah, I believe in the past we've covered the second print. What is that, a 1 in 25 or 1 in something?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember. Yeah. So this is just the regular cover. This recently sold in a CGC 9.8 for $20. $35 shipped. We've seen a high this year in 2024 for $100. The 90-day average is $50. So, I mean, you would think you would get something at least close to that. I mean, I don't know why you're starting your auction at $20 and then having $15 shipping or whatever. This had an all-time high in 2023 of $150, and then overall the highest it ever sold at in the CGC 9.8 was $272.
Ooh.
Which yeah.
Ooh.
Hurts, I mean, this was just an open to order cover too, so I mean, it's still impressive that it lasted, because I remember selling copies raw for probably at least $20 to $50 at the time. So
easy.
Yeah, and now you can get 9.8s for $20 plus shipping.
Wow. Jersey to the Bay says, I just finished getting all the Miss Minutes covers, all still available and affordable. Totally affordable. Totally affordable. Yeah. So our next book on the list, Invincible issue number 1, the Capullo 2023 San Diego Comic-Con Anniversary Edition. Now, this is for both books, the regular and the black and white, and YeeZee Yee can explain why.
Yes, so someone was selling a pair of 9.8s together, which recently sold for $175. This was shipping from Australia, but they did offer free shipping. So, I mean, I feel like that helps a ton.
Oh, that hurts, man.
But here's the sad part, right? Where we're gonna start playing your violins. A 2024 all-time high for just the color is $250. The 90-day average for just the color was $165. The low for just that book, $120. For the sketch, the all-time high for 2024 is $200. And the 2024 low was $75. So even if you take the low prices together, it's way higher than that. Probably should have sold these individually. I know I have one of these. I think I have the color one, but I remember you had to jump through a bunch of hoops just to get either or, and it was only available one was for preview night, the other one was for Thursday night or Thursday. So, yeah.
Wow, man, that's crazy. Both of them.
Yeah.
CGC 9.8s for 175. That's nuts.
Yeah.
There you go. That's by the dip. So, that's the way it works on here. And keep your eye on those by the dip books, because those are the ones where you want to jump on if you've been looking for this. You can get books for cheap. So,
well, and especially since they're still doing stuff with Invincible.
Yep.
Through Amazon. I mean, I feel like every time they drop a new season, it's going to take a while, but anytime that does happen, when it does happen, books shoot up.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think Clutch either just had or is getting ready to have a major Invincible sale on his eBay Live. So if you guys are Invincible fans, follow Big Clutch. I don't know if he's had it yet or if it's coming up, but so
I think it's coming up.
You should follow Clutch even if you don't like Invincible.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
So
plus all the Mama Dog stories, those are all great.
Oh yeah. Shout out to our boy Clutch and his missus, because they've been doing amazing stuff lately. Love that Mama Dog and Moxley. All right, let's move on to the Almost 10. Starting off with Tales from the Crypt, issue number 10 from the 1968 series. Pretty big sale of this book in a really high grade.
Yeah, I forgot to check the census on this. I would assume it's probably the highest. First of all, I didn't know that there was a Tales from the Crypt in the late 60s. I think this is like magazine size.
Yes.
Yeah, CGC 9.6, $3,400. That's the only sale ever for that high of a grade. I think there's been very few graded sales of this at all, but yeah, $3,400 for a 9.6 of this, with the super creepy dragon lemur 4-eyed dude on her shoulders. I don't even know what that thing is, but
do you know what publisher this is from?
I think is it Eerie?
Is it Eerie? Okay.
I don't know.
There's a bunch listed, so I'm looking on the census. I was about to check the census to see.
It's 68. And
okay. Yeah, it is Eerie.
Like when you go to GPA, this is the only issue. Number 10 is the only one from this. I don't know if there's more from the series or not.
No, it says the only issue.
Yeah.
You want to know how many are graded total?
How many?
7.
7 graded total?
Yeah. There's 196, 194, 192, 170, 2 5.5s, and a 5.0.
There you go. It's a lot though. 3,400. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's highest on the census too. Do you expect to see a 9.8 anytime soon?
I don't know. Well, I think there's a couple other books that are on the thing or on the list tonight that like highest on the census. And I am curious about what you guys think about books like that are like single highest on the census books.
It's like having a 1 of 1 that's a PSA 10 almost.
Yeah, I love those. I agree with Mark. Those eyes freak me out too. That's for sure. So
This looks like a Mark Spears homage book here.
yeah. Yeah. Look good, you crazy fool. You're on mute, brother. You can't see.
He's trying to keep this this show PG-13. If he takes his mask off, it all of a sudden turns into rated R. So
Yeah. You're on mute, Hood.
he can't see the computer.
You can't see it. So, yeah, thank you, Funhouse. 136 watching live and only 58 likes. Hit that like button if you can, you guys. We appreciate you. So, all right. Check the live chat, boys, if you get a chance. All right, moving on to our next almost 10 book. Nova, issue number 5. This is the Garcin Collage 1 in 50 variant. And it had a crazy sale for a raw copy of this. Holy mackerel.
Yeah. Which one was it? Hold on. Which there, the Nova. Yeah. First of all, why is this person's name Mr. Garcin?
Mr. Garcin, because that's his last name. He's also probably like a modern artist. And Hood, you're on mute if you can't hear us. Now I see him put his headphones on. All right. Yeah, I think he's like there you go, Hood. I think this is like a modern artist type guy, so they usually have like Mr. Cartoon or something named like that. So maybe that's it.
I don't know. Yeah, 125 for this. The last sale was like 60-ish or something like that. I've never seen this. I don't think I've ever seen this one.
I've never seen it either.
I forgot about this one. Because like in 2012 is when they had like all those collage variants with like Spider-Man. There's that Thor cover, Captain America. There's this one, and I want to say there's probably a couple more that I'm missing. But I like these original runs of the collage covers.
Yeah. They're a big deal now, that's for sure. So, but Hood, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Just making sure. All right.
Aaron talks a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Now that I've stopped talking, right? That's my new goal for 2025 is to be a better listener. What I'm finding out is Aaron Yee talks a lot.
So says Daft Punk down there.
Yeah.
You can hear my voice from around the world.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Next, we have one of my all-time favorite books, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, issue number 1. A CGC 9.8 had a big sale this week, and this is one of the toughest books to get in 9.8. The first printing of this book is impossible to find, and even more impossible to find in decent condition.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I think I've only seen a first print, like just maybe once or twice. Like you just don't ever even see a first print, let alone a 9.8. But it did set an all-time high this week. Sold for $2,000, which is $600 higher than the prior all-time high for this in a 9.8. So,
wow.
It's another one of these things of, there's a price for everything, and if people want it, if you don't pull the trigger and you can just sit on something for some time, you can get a premium. You just have to be patient.
Yeah. There's a special edition of this that I also like. That is signed. And there's only so many of them, I think. But there's 26 prints of this.
Yep.
26. Wow.
Yeah,
26
there's a
prints.
shitload of prints, man, and some of them
27.
are super scarce.
Yeah,
I was going to say
27,
who has them all.
including the special. There's 27.
I've got about 10 of the different printings, all different, like 16 and 13, 8, 9, and 10.
And there's really no way. There's no differentiation on the cover itself.
Only
you have to open. You have to look at the inside cover, right?
Well,
Yeah.
so the first like 5 have the old school SLG logo, so you can
Right,
tell
right.
by the old school if it's like the first 5 printings. But you're right, Stein. In order to see if it's a first, you have to look on the inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was a crazy amount of printing. I mean, like collecting the Killing Joke, that was a crazy amount. And I'm not going down that path again of chasing any book that has more than 10 printings
Yeah.
ever again, because that was too much.
Yeah. I also like his other books too. Squee, I believe. I Feel Sick.
I Feel Sick, and Lenore.
Lenore is somebody else.
Oh,
But
it is.
yeah,
it
yeah.
is. You're right, bro.
Johann Vasquez did the rest. Lenore was, God, who was Lenore? I can't remember who Lenore was.
But it was drawn in
Similar
almost
style.
the same, very similar style.
Yeah, Rowan something was Lenore, I think. Something like that.
This is such a cool book, and it really it was so different for its time. It's hard to compare, like, what's a book that's kind of done that in the last 10 years, kind of just been the outlier. But this had such a big following when it first came out.
Yep.
I would love to have a 9.8. I have a 9.4 and a 9.6. I don't have the special edition, but issues 2, 3, and 4 are just as hard and as pricey as the first one. But
Yeah.
it's a fun read, and Johann did for Cartoon Network. What was
Invader
the title? Yeah, Invader Zim.
Oh,
So
nice.
very talented artist. Very
Well,
talented.
Not to a shameless plug. I sold a really high grade copy first print to Luis Mendoza, who's in the chat tonight on my Whatnot sale. And I also have a set of 1 through 6. Number 1's like a second or a third print, and the rest are all first prints, and those will be going up.
How much you want for that, man?
So we'll
Find
see.
out Black Friday on Brian's
Yeah,
Whatnot
yeah.
sale.
I
Oh,
will.
you're having a sale on Friday?
I don't know if
Claim.
I am gonna have a sale on Sunday, so come hang out Sunday night.
Oh man, you're having a sale Friday. I already claimed it. You just
All
go
right.
on for a minute. I claim it. Send it. Right, we're the 1 minute Whatnot sale,
Yes.
or it's legitimately only 1 minute.
Well, be on the lookout for it, you guys. Any?
I thought it was funny anyway.
All right, here we go. Moving on. Shadow Man issue number 13, the famous Shane Davis 1 in 50. This is a classic variant, probably one of those variants that helped kick off the variant age, right? I mean, this was one of those ghost books back when you guys were first writing the ghost list, right, Stein?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this wasn't that old. This is 2013, so it's but yeah, I mean it's definitely one of those that you just don't see. To be honest, it sold this week for 400. It has sold for more than that before, but I mean Valiant stuff for probably what, the last 5-6 years has not really sold for much. So, I mean, this one was still in the 250 range ish. But again, this week it sold for 400 raw.
Wow.
It's just,
Yeah, I think Mercenaut was looking for a clean copy of this. I think we talked about it on the.
Long story short.
Yeah.
So,
So this has always been one of those obscure ones that was always on the list. I remember back in the Flipside days. And
I was gonna say it looks more like a Flipside book than it did.
Shane
Definitely
Davis
was.
has some really sneaky, crazy, rare variant covers and some really good ones too. So be on the lookout for that big SD signature on those covers. So, real quick, I got to shout out Hood and the Righteous Flipper, who on the industry show the other night had a great conversation in the chat about Hood's uncle. And Hood sent me a bunch of pictures. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was going through books to, I was double checking books that I had in my to grade piles to, go through them again just to take out, the ones where I don't think are going to grade high. And I found 4 copies of El Gato Negro. I think that's what it's called, right? And 4 copies of the what's the other one? The Tejas one?
Relampago?
No, I didn't find the Relampago. I found the El Gato Negro and the other one, the Tejas one, from Azteca, I think it is.
Yeah, I don't think my uncle did that one.
Okay. All right. The
But
reason
it's
I
all
bring that up,
good.
yeah, I think that Righteous Slipper was talking about those too. So it
Yeah.
just
I
immediately
thought he was
took me
talking
back.
shit about my uncle, dude. That's why I got and I was like, what the fuck? How do you know? Like, evidently he used to shop there. I don't know who the fuck he is. I told him to hit me up on my IG. He still hasn't hit me up on my IG. I don't know what his
Well,
problem
he
is.
loved your uncle so much so that he wrote a paper about your uncle and about that book, brother.
Yeah, dude, but what struck me as odd, he goes, I donated a copy to the museum. I was like, what do you mean you donated? I got like 25 copies. Like, you didn't need to donate anything. Like, and my cousin, I talked to him the other day. I was just like, man, there was this guy on the pod that was saying he donated, like he had, like the only copy in the United States. I go, bro, like you could have contacted any one of us.
Look at Hood. Hood can't take a freaking compliment from somebody that even.
Man, I guess, and it's my thing. It's like whether it's email or something like that, you look at the written word and it has so many different meanings, Brian. And
I
it
know,
could be
dude.
taken. So, but I was going to say at the end of the chat, it was like a
family member.
nice feel good type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah, you guys had a great conversation in the chat, and it was a lot of fun. So if you guys get a chance, go check that out. Check out the chat. Shout out to the Righteous Flipper. Hood, I really want to do a show on that one of these days. So we got to get together with the Righteous Flipper,
I'll
your
get
cousin.
some books together, and
Yeah.
man, good stuff.
He said Righteous Flipper in the chat says several academic papers. So that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. All right, here we go.
I love you, Righteous Flipper.
Yeah, that's cool, man. All right, moving on. Next, we have a crazy book, a beautiful cover by Peter Steigerwald, who is an amazing colorist and artist in his own right. And this book, this cover really just shows that. Executive Assistant Assassins, issue number 1, the 2012 SDCC cover, variant cover, limited to 500. And I feel like this book should sell for much more than it sold for.
Yeah, so it sold for 35, but I couldn't even find a sale in the last 3 years on this. So I initially, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, this looks like a bubble gum cover, but nope, she's got a pacifier in her mouth. So
that kind of
well, she's a raver. She's at a rave.
I
It makes
was gonna
sense.
say, y'all never been to a rave before?
Yeah.
I don't remember the pacifiers. I remember like the
Yeah.
glow sticks.
Come on. Do you really think that I look like that person?
Oh no, wait, there is that one dude.
No. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, I
joking
don't
around.
I-
See, it looks a lot better if you're on Molly.
I would love to find this book, man. Aspen
Man, you guys
2019.
are just too cool for me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Only 500 of them.
Yeah, I will say this was a con. This was a con, right? But honestly, if you look at, I mean, I know it's Aspen, but man, there are some really nice covers. If you go to their website, that you can get books from them for really cheap that are really good covers by some really like well-known artists and stuff like that. I feel like there's some gems on their website that
Get overlooked.
yeah, I mean, just a bunch of them. but what do I know? Not
I
much.
agree, man. I agree. So a lot of those guys came up with Michael. Shout out to Joe Benitez, who him and Peter do a lot of work together. They work together on many covers. Joe Benitez gives Peter a lot of credit for how good those covers come out. And both of those guys were there at the beginning in that Top Cow Studios with Turner. So I imagine a lot of those guys went and worked at Aspen because they came up together. So I would love to get even more in-depth documentary on the Image, different groups and cliques within the Image Comics, imprints. So that'd be
Yeah,
dope.
next time you have like Liefeld on the industry show, Brian, man, you gotta get him to delve deeper into that, because they had their little imprints and artists were going back and forth from different, like if one got their feelings hurt, didn't get enough art that month, they were jumping to Jim Lee's imprint, and then from there they were jumping to Silvestri. So I would like to hear who was the biggest fucking crybaby out of all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to hear that information. So, but all right, moving on. This one's great. Deadpool vs. Gambit, issue number 1, the Zdarsky 2016 San Diego Comic-Con variant, which is also a pretty rare book in its own right.
Yeah, and I think this may. I have to go back and look, but I don't remember there being hardly any sales in a 9.8 of this. If there was any sales in a 9.8 of this, but it sold for $250 this week. How rare is this?
Super tough book.
We talked about this on Long Story Short like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Is this one the one that's limited to like 500 or something stupid like that?
Don't know.
Yeah, I just remember it was a San Diego Comic-Con book, and it's always been like one of those tough to find books.
I love how it says the V is for verses, so I put verses in the title instead of V.
Nice.
So, but yeah, this is a ghost book. So
Yeah, I don't think, and I'm a huge Deadpool collector, right? I don't think I've ever seen this book in person like once.
And it's a Zdarsky drawn cover, which he doesn't
Even
draw
adds
that
more
many.
to it. Yeah.
So good stuff. All right, moving on. This one's awesome. Biohazard 2, issue number 22, the Hong Kong Jill special edition. And I bet you there's a lot of people that never heard about this, but this has something to do with Evil Dead, or not Evil Dead, what's it called? Resident Evil. If I'm not mistaken. Does that sound right?
I don't know. I have no clue. So was this only sold in Hong Kong? Is it? I mean,
Yeah, it's the 22nd volume of a 60-part Manhwa series published by Hong Kong's King's Foundation Publishing and is officially licensed by Capcom. The regular cover, here's the regular cover. Let me go ahead and show you this. That's the regular cover. Now, if you guys don't know, they originally called Resident Evil Biohazard, but they had to change it in the US because of the band already had that name and they trademarked it. So in the United States, it's called Resident Evil. In Japan, it's called Biohazard. So,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, super cool.
I initially, when I first saw this, I didn't know what year it was from, and I saw Biohazard in like China, and I thought this had something to do with like Wuhan or something like. I was like, "What? What is this thing about?"
From China.
Yeah. Yep. So, gold-plated cover design is what they call it. The Jill limited edition.
Yeah, CGC 9.4 sold for $250 of this.
Wow.
I don't know how rare this. I have no idea how rare this book is.
I think it's pretty rare. That's for sure.
Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this fandom's like rabid
Amen.
when it comes to anything. Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Next, we have another interesting book from a Comic Con. This is one of 2 Comic Con programs that we have. This is Tampa Comic Con Comics presents Santa Claus Funnies, issue number 1 from 2009. And that's an interesting cover. I was hoping that when I looked at it, I thought that was a gun he was holding, but it's a fishing pole. So,
No, that does change the context a little bit,
yes,
doesn't it?
yes.
Yeah, I don't even know what's on the inside of this. I don't know who drew. First of all, I didn't even know Tampa had a Comic-Con. Do they still have a Comic-Con?
I didn't know Santa lived in Tampa.
That's where he went to go retire, duh. So when you open it inside, it's an advent calendar.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Is it really?
No, I don't know. Yeah, and you can find where the next panel is at the convention. So.
Yeah.
I feel like these con things with like one, I feel like they don't have them as much anymore as they used to, but I feel like they should. Like, I mean, with all the covers that all these people put out, like can't they just take one of these covers and make it for like the con, whatever this is? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is. Like, is this is this comics inside, or is this just a program?
It might be either. You know what I mean? It could be either. Santa Claus Funnies is an original comic from way back in the day, so it is interesting.
Oh, what if it's a con exclusive cover
From 2009, that'd be interesting.
I don't know. $90 for this one though.
I just think, as we get to the season, anything like with Santa Claus on it is always spikes during this time, whether it's Walt Disney Christmas Parade or just a killer looking Santa Claus, or it always takes a spike, like Halloween covers, and then like you look at the movies like the Ryan Reynolds and who's the Santa Claus, what's the fucking movie called?
I don't know.
Where they steal Santa Claus, god damn it. The newest one.
Red one?
Put in the chat. Are you serious, dude? Like nobody knows?
The red one?
Yeah, the red one. God damn, dude. I hate it when y'all do that. No, never heard of it. Came out last week. Never heard of it.
Sorry. Man. Joe needs some chill pills.
Man, if we go out, you guys will probably get me killed, man. You guys will probably get killed. No, don't know this guy Red Hood. No.
Man, one eye makes you mean.
No, man. I'm sorry.
It's the drugs.
Yeah.
That's all 4, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
all right.
It's been 3 hours. It's time for your next one.
Yeah. Sister Kylo
Nurse,
says,
get in here.
Sister Kylo says, gotta love these lists when nobody knows what the book is, but it's on the list. Don't you realize already yet that that's what the Almost 10 is? That's the reason we have an Almost 10. So we could talk about these books that we might not know about and talk to you about them too. So congratulations.
Who put that?
But this is for the audience participation too, to correct us when we're being dumb and stupid.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
where it's
yeah.
like
Which is every time.
Which is every
Yeah,
time.
it's like-
yeah.
where it's like, I'm from Tampa, like blah blah blah. Like
No, but these are book, like if you find a book like this and it's an outlier, it's like what's in that book that's causing that book to sell? what does somebody know that we don't know? And it causes you to go and dig and research what's in there. Could be a first appearance of something that we don't know, that we haven't discovered yet. There are so many books out there that are low-key gems, and these are ways that you find those gems by finding outliers on eBay or Amazon. It's like, why did that sell for that amount? Somebody knows something.
And that's why we show them. Yep, to find out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no pushback, just telling you why we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, moving on. Another interesting book this week, Action Comics issue 695. This is another book that I don't know anything about, and it's a rare book, Eastern News variant. Now, Action Comics 695 is not a rare book. It's a cool book where Lobo teams up with Superman or fights Superman, but I don't know what the Eastern News variant is. And as you can see down in the box there, it says Eastern News over the barcode, and that's how you know that this is that variant. I don't know any other way to tell, but I've never heard of
anybody who has any information on something like this. Like it I mean, it's clearly a newsstand, and instead of it saying direct sales, they put Eastern News over that. Did Eastern News do that themselves? I mean, could you replicate this on a newsstand and just put in Eastern News? I have no idea. I don't know what this is. I don't even know what Eastern News is.
So weird.
It's so weird. I saw this listing and I was like, what Eastern News? Like, what is that? I mean, I know just from doing the DCU stuff back in the day, I mean, I know that there were some retailers that would put stickers over the barcodes. I've never seen this one before. So if anybody has any information, did they do this on other issues or was just this issue? I have no idea.
Yeah.
But this sold for 110 raw. I don't even know if like CGC would grade this if it is like a secondary stamp or something.
So it sold for 110 raw. What was the description on it? Do you remember?
It just says Eastern News rare Eastern News newsstand. Here we go.
Oh,
yeah.
I found a Reddit post about this from 2 years ago.
There we go.
Eastern News was the original name of the magazine and magazine's distribution company that eventually became Independent News, then National, then DC.
Oh yeah, that's what Sister Kyla just said too.
There we
go. But that went bankrupt in 1931 to be supplemented by Independent News. So I don't know.
So then why did they do an Eastern News if...
Okay, so companies do this to track their products. News distribution companies have return policies based on various criteria. By having the publisher print a different UPC exclusive to them only, the company can keep track of the books they sold as opposed to those that bought through other channels. If a distributor allowed companies to return unsold copies, then without the ability to track with the product with the UPC, a unscrupulous retailer could return copies not purchased from that specific distributor. This is true for all types of products at just about every retailer you ever shopped at, especially for the big brand consumables like laundry detergents or dish soaps.
Yeah, look at that. Sister Kylo says all the same information. You want a job? We're not going to pay you, and you have to stay up till late on Friday night. But
I like James Kreider's answer.
Yeah, I do too. That's a good one.
My money's on Kreider.
That would be interesting if it was in the airports in the East.
I guarantee James, it's at least 80% right.
Yeah,
I can Google search too.
Jeremy Weymouth says, I have this book. Do you have the Eastern News variant? If you do, brother, that is awesome. That was awesome.
You know the scary thing, Yee? I don't think James Kreider Googles anything. I think that dude just knows.
I think Sister Kylo is that
and
same way.
James scares me.
That's why we need to get her or him a job. And it's not hard working for me. not at all. You just have to have plenty of cannabis to give me, because I don't pay you. You pay me in cannabis to work for me. But that's how
You can't
all
work
these
for
guys
Bryan
do it.
because you can't get a hold of him. You send him a message and he never responds.
Yeah.
And then what you really find out is when you meet up with Ryan, it's the opposite fact that he just keeps on handing you more and more cannabis, and you just like have to try to keep up.
Yeah.
So
Moving on. Next, G.I. Joe Real American Hero issue 252, the Warren Lau Baroness cover. Now, there was this one that was limited to 500, and then a variant with a different background that's limited to 250. That was a Virgin, I believe. But this is from IDW back in 2018.
Yeah, 125 for this one. This one's steadily been going up for like the last year. Like last summer, it was like 60, and it's just kind of slowly been creeping up and up to where 125 is pretty much the high on this. I know we rag on store variants all the time and tell everybody that they're not really, generally they're not like long-term investments, but if you find one that's got a fairly low print run and a cover that people are drawn to for whatever reason, it can be collectible. You just have to wait. You have to wait till people that have them stick them in their boxes and don't look at them for a long time, to where people then it's really hard to find them. So you just have to wait on some of these things. You look back at some of the Dynamic Forces books that are now super expensive, or the Graham Crackers that are very expensive. I mean, they're like 15 years old. It took them like 15 years to be expensive.
to appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee if she has to take a shit, it's going to be a problem getting that shit off. Let me tell you, I used to date a chick. We went to the club one time. It was a Halloween. It was a Halloween weekend, and she was wearing something like that. And her girlfriends even told her, "Don't drink too much because it's a bitch to get that off, right?" And she just, man, she was a fucking she drank like a motherfucker, and so needless to say, she was crying, "Help me!" Like, so it took 3 of them to get that shit off, where she could go to the bathroom. It was a scene, and so when I look at that book, I can't help but think, like, you're going into battle. What do you got to take a shit? Like, you're going to get a whole bunch of people killed. I don't think that's the real Baroness, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. I believe it. I believe it. I'm with Hood. So
Okay. Is anybody else just thinking of, like, first of all, Hood, did they put you on like heavy sedation? Because all I'm thinking is like the videos
same thing
of
Smokey
people when
Collects
they
is thinking.
then like when they come out of it and they're just saying the strangest things in the world. That's what
I'm my size of kite, dude. Half of my head is still numb, dude. Bro, I touch my head, dude, and it's still numb, dude. Listen, dude.
Can you hear your hair growing?
Bro, like I touch my face, dude, it's still fucking numb, bro. I swear, like I could put like a needle on my forehead and I wouldn't feel it.
Oh man, Joe's got to smoke with us one day, Brian.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. All right, moving on. I got a couple books that I added here that Stein doesn't know about. Official History of Bongo, Bongo Comics, the Ash Can from 1993. This is the very first Bongo comic, limited to 750, and this sold raw for $750.
I saw that. I did see this. So because I was sitting there going, what is going on with this? I never even heard of it. And I was trying to find, there have been a few sales over like the past several years or whatever. And I think there was a graded one that sold like maybe it was like a 9.6 or 9.4 or something. It sold for like, $2,000 or something like that.
Crazy.
That's
yeah,
crazy. It is crazy.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Did this come out? So 93. Did this come out before?
After.
Like
Simpsons
Simpsons?
comics?
Yeah, before Simpsons Comics #1.
Oh yeah, this is the first Bongo Comics. This is the first. I guess this would be the first Simpsons comic. I believe.
Well, why would they have an official history of Bongo Comics if they've never had a Bongo?
I think
comic
that was the
before this?
joke, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. I could be
Okay.
wrong.
I don't know, man. That comic is badass.
It is.
Oh, so Simpsons comic #1 is also 1993.
So there you go.
So,
There you
but
go.
I don't know what month.
No. Very cool book. We have one more also that's hopefully Stein saw because this is beautiful. Another Comic-Con book, 2015 North Carolina Comic-Con program, a gorgeous Adam Hughes Spider-Gwen cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mama!
Sold for $299 raw.
Wow.
Damn, that's
Mhm.
good, dude. What
Yeah.
the hell? Put that on a comic book, bro.
I feel like they
Dude,
might
I
have
feel
tried.
cheated when I
Yeah.
see this shit, dude.
It's good. It's good.
It's
It's
probably
good.
his commission.
Bro, it's like, what publisher? Nah, I don't like it, Adam. Give me that other drawing, bro. I like that other one. I think
Well,
that other one will do well.
This is pretty
You know,
interesting because
And Adam is like, okay, I guess I'll save this for the program.
yeah. Yeah, there is somebody that owns the art to this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dinesh.
No, I looked and I don't think it was Dinesh. The original art is on Comic Art Fans. So
Wow.
yeah.
Speaking of art, Hood, did you see what that Spider-Man 601 Campbell
No, what did
OA
it go
sold
for? What did it go
100
for?
144K.
Wow.
Yep.
Like I predicted, one house.
The highest, I think it was the highest Campbell OA ever.
Wow.
And-
That's one of my favorite comics ever.
We're gonna try and put together another OA show this Wednesday. So come hang out with us on Wednesday, and we're gonna go over that entire sale because there was some great sales in that heritage auction. So this Wednesday on Beyond Wednesdays for Wednesday Night Review, another OA Club show.
Is that Campbell's greatest cover?
No,
Like,
but it's
without
close.
a doubt.
It's up
No,
there.
but like, let me rephrase that. Is that his signature cover? Like, if
Oh, is that what he's most known for?
if there's a Hall of Fame, like is that
quintessential.
quintessential?
Is that his most iconic cover? Is that what you're asking?
I like
Yeah.
Gen 1312 or whatever it is, where she's standing there and they're all behind her, and I love that one as the quintessential J. Scott Campbell cover.
See, I can't
What-
picture
what-
that in my head. I can picture the Amazing
What
Spider-Man.
pumps that book is it's a ASM with Mary Jane and Spidey on it. That's
Yeah.
what elevates it. You know, you got Gen 13, it's an independent title, and you know, a lot of people know about it, but when you put him on that guy's book, the Spidey in red, you know,
Yeah,
it just takes on another level, man.
yeah, I agree.
And that is just a banger book. I mean, he's got some bangers, but that one is on posters, it's on cards, it's even
Yeah.
a graded card of that cover goes for $200, $250. I was looking online the other day. It's
Hey, all I know is you can argue about which one is his best cover, but nobody can argue with his worst cover, which is
oh yeah, oh my god, dude, don't even bring it up, man.
Yeah,
that's his by far his worst
Bro.
cover.
Bro, he had his tooth pulled that day. He was high as shit. He had
He
to finish.
missing
He
an
was on
eye?
a deadline.
He was missing his right eye.
Yeah. Hey, dude, don't put that evil on Jay Campbell, bro.
Wait, which cover says worst cover?
Xena, I think it's Xena number 1 or Xena number 2.
Yeah, he drew Xena like she had a cock, bro.
It's
She looks like a man. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a
she's
man, baby. Oh,
they
so,
both look like men. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
bad.
kind of like
But,
that JTC Jubilee book. I should have
Dude,
asked
this
him about
Adam-
that.
This
Didn't get a
Adam
chance to
Hughes,
ask him.
bro. If he put this on a book tomorrow, it would be $100 book, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
it's nuts.
Oh. All right, you guys, that is the Almost 10. Come hang out with us tomorrow night, Modern Comic Mayhem, where we're going to have a lot of fun. So see you there, Beyond Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern. Let's get into the list.
It's now the mash,
It's now the Monster Mash.
the monster mash.
The Monster Man.
Starting off with our honorable Golden Age honorable mention, Fat and Slat, issue number 3. This is very interesting. There was 4 issues of this. The first 3 issues were all basically the same, like they all looked the same, just a different sport. And then all of a sudden 4 was completely different. But this is the football one, and it's very interesting. It had a crazy sale, very early EC book.
Yeah, so this is another one of these where, top of the census, nobody's ever I mean, it's a very, very odd book for sure. But yeah, CGC 9.4, $4,600 for this.
That's nuts.
There was only on GPA, there was only like 3 copies that had ever sold in any grade. This 9.4, and then the next one was like a 5, and then like a 2.5 or something like that. Like, and those only sold for like maybe $100 or something like that. They were very, very cheap. Yeah, 4,600 for this.
You know what? I figured it out. So you see this title, Fat and Slat. You know why you find covers like this in high grade? Because nobody fucking wanted to read them back then. And that's why they kept them closed.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody, hey, did you read the new
kids.
Fat and Slat? You know what I mean?
Well, they were mostly kids' books back then,
Yeah. So, but I'm saying, like, nobody read them. They just like had them, put them away, and they read like the ones with the heads cut off covers and bondage covers and
crime,
people eating each other covers and stuff.
Well,
But again, so it does. Again, I kind of bring this up. I mean, would you guys rather have a book that is, 1 is rare, but 2 is sitting at the solo at the top of the census, as opposed to having a key that a bunch of other people have? What would you rather have?
the first one, super rare.
Like the super rare that it's just that nobody knows or that nobody else can get.
Yeah, that's
even if it's not necessarily a key.
Yeah. That's why ghosts are so, such a big deal. CBSI was made off of 3 things: crazy pickups at flea markets and garage sale pictures, ghosts lists, which Stein had a big part on, and the Hot 10, which Stein also had a big part on. So, rarity is what it's about, and that's why collectibles are worth money for the most part. Other than nostalgia, the rarity is what created us speculators. So, all right, our next honorable mention, Deadpool issue number 7. This is the Bagley second print version 1 in 25 with Ellie Pool on the cover, and it's selling for a decent amount. Came out this week, and $50 raw on the secondary market.
Joe, you all right, buddy? You
That
need some time alone?
bro, that cover sucks, bro.
Do people even care about this character anymore?
She hasn't had enough time. She hasn't had enough time to, other than speculation, for people to really care about her. Like, I think,
Yeah.
yeah, she's only had 2 issues, right? Like full issues. So,
Yeah. This one there was, I think I only saw maybe 2 sales of this for $50, which is double ratio, but not very many of them are even for sale.
Thank God.
yeah. Yeah.
It almost looks like she's jumping out of like Doctor Strange's
Circle.
portal ring
Yeah.
thing.
The Torrin
know what I
Clark for
mean?
this cover isn't too bad either. So, for this issue. But yeah. A lot of interesting books like this. So, all right. Moving on. Our number 10 book this week. Sonic the Hedgehog, Knuckles 30th Anniversary Special, issue number 1, the retailer incentive 1 in 10 cover. And by the way, I think they just released all the new movie posters for the new Sonic number 3, and there's a very cool Shadow poster. So
You're gonna probably find this funny, but I actually want to go see that third one.
Yeah.
On vacation this year, we watched the first 2, and they were really fun to watch. It was not like I thought it was going to be really, really, really
Cheesy.
bad, but they're actually fun to watch.
That's why I keep on hearing.
Yeah, I mean, I figured the third one's probably going to be fun too. This one's selling for like 20. I don't know. I mean, this one looks a little strange to me. Like I can't tell what it is. Is this like a video game? Like, is that what it's supposed to look like? A video game cover?
yeah, well, they have a video game cover, but this is like another video game cover. So,
All right.
yeah.
Mark Spears, I want to do a Sonic incentive just to do something different. Bro, you do a Sonic incentive, bro, it'll be so expensive, dude. Stop it already, man.
Hey, I'm all for that. Make my IDW stock go up, please. So yes.
A 6-bit variant, yeah. I hate when they call one-shots issue 1.
Right? I always thought that, Brian. That's a great point. Issue
But
1.
it
But
is
it's a one shot.
It is issue 1 though, right?
Yeah.
But
Technically.
theoretically, like it's so arbitrary. Why don't you just say it's issue 5? You know what I mean?
That's what Golden Age books used to do, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I mean, but more recently, they're starting to title them as either like no number or one shot.
Yeah. All right, moving on to number 9 this week. Wait, how much was this selling for again?
20.
20. Okay. Moving on to number 9 this week. Venom issue number 39. This is the foreshadowing variant, which is the first cover of the all-new Venom, even though we don't know who it is yet, but my money's on Luke Cage. And this one it came out a couple weeks ago, I believe, and it was like a $5 book. Now it's moving up a little bit.
Yeah, now it's like between 15 to 20. There seems to, I don't know about you guys, but there seems to be a lot of these Marvel, like either these 2099 variants or these whatever these, and they're just putting a character on there, and they seem to do well later. So I don't know if that's like going to be like they're going to continue to do that, and we should pretty much anytime that they put one of these characters on, just assume that at some point they're probably going to use that character. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
it
it's
is
just
a cool
a new
cover.
suit, Johnny.
No, new character. It's a new Venom.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the same symbiote, the Venom symbiote, but it's a new character that the Venom symbiote has attached to. And so anytime they attach to somebody, they kind of change the look of the suit to match that person's persona.
So it's a new host.
A new host, yeah. Yep. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. To me, that looks like Luke Cage. But we'll see. All right. At number 8, speaking of Venom, Venom War, It's Jeff, issue number 1, the Ricky Yagawa variant, 1 in 25. Had a ton of sales this week. A ton.
That's a cool cover, man.
Yeah. But
it's doing like 25-30, so it's slightly above ratio. Yeah, I mean, anytime you do like or venomize a shark, that's just cool, right?
yeah.
Just when I don't know, it looks good.
Well, that Jeff character is a beloved character now. It doesn't have to have any type of story or anything. It just, like you say, it looks cute and cool. And when we say there was a lot of sales, there was a lot of sales of this book. So,
Do you like how his tongue makes a heart?
yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't even see that.
I love how he's also got like arbitrary arms that are putting ketchup on
Ketchup.
hot dogs. Yeah.
Right, and he's drinking a soda pop.
Yeah, he's drinking a soda. Yeah. No, it's a cool cover. All right. At number 7 this week, Batman Vengeance of Bane special, the first appearance of Bane, with recent news from James Gunn that there's going to be a villain team-up movie with Bane and Deathstroke.
Well, I gotta see if I have any more of these still.
Interesting. Yeah, this was always a great cover. Yeah,
Just do
9/8.
Deathstroke story, man.
so if you guys don't remember, 9/8 of these like peaked at like what, $800-900.
Yeah.
These things had dropped all the way back to like 225, 250 ish. This week it's 9/8 back up to over 3. So
125
It's-
raw.
Take
Yeah.
control of your city.
there
Gotham,
is
take control.
if you do see a that sounds pretty good.
He's probably wondering why someone would shoot the man before throwing him off the plane. Sorry.
If you do buy this, if you buy it raw, make sure there is a second print that it looks exactly the same, other than it's just got the 2 underneath the price. So just make sure that you're buying the first print unless you want the second print. But but yes, there is a second print of it.
Cool book. All right. Next, at number 6, we start the onslaught of Mark Spears books. We already had some in the beginning of the show. At number 6 this week, this is all the other covers of Mark Spears Monsters issue number 2 that you're not going to see on the rest of the list. Hint, hint. So all these covers right here that you're seeing are at number 6, and it's crazy how popular Mark Spears and his
That's
book.
bullshit, Brian. I should be number 6, 5, 4, 3.
Well, just wait.
Yes.
Just wait.
Yeah, so pretty much it was an A, B, C, D. So 5 covers. A through E are all just whatever they are. However, Keenspot does theirs, open to order, whatever they are, non-incentive, homaging different things. You got Spawn. You've got whatever the rest
The
of these
EC
are.
book. You got the A cover. You got all kinds of them, man.
Yeah, they're all selling for well above cover price. What is cover price on these? $5.99.
Yeah.
So yeah, like 3x cover, like in the $20, $25 range, something like that. Of these, which is your guys' of these regular covers? Which of these is your favorite on this one?
I like this one that they're showing right now, the Creatures in Black Lagoon cover. I really like that one. I also love the Spawn one. I love the A cover too. I love them all, man. I'm a Mark Spears fan.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Shark Tank when they passed on the Ring app. Right, Brian? Like, yeah, all these other comic companies had a chance to, get this book, and it reminds me of that.
I love it, dude. I love it. It's
Yeah.
such a great story, and it's one of those stories that you just love to root for, you know?
Is it just me, or is it it's kind of like when you see that like movie production companies, like they passed on like Blair Witch Project, or so you're sitting there going, and then you're like looking at the product and you're going, like, I'm looking at this product and thinking, if I was a publisher and he literally just brought this art in and said, hey, I'd like to do a book with, like, yeah, it's completed, like, what mental process would you be going through? Like, nah, I don't think anybody's gonna like that. Like, I don't. It doesn't even. I can't. It's not even registering how anybody with any kind of creative talent would say, nah, I don't think that's gonna sell.
Yeah, it's sort of missing something. Sorry.
Well, but I mean, like, but the product's finished too at that point in time. Like, if there's things that they need to change in it,
it's minimal.
Yeah, exactly. Because the story's already done. Most of the panel work's already, all the whole product's there, right?
I'm just saying, people should lose their job, honestly, for like passing up on this. Look at all the money he's made, Keen Spot.
I mean, love it, man. I think it's great just where it's at.
That is just unbelievable how you pass up on something like this.
Yeah.
And then to answer your question, Stein, I think the pre-code horror cover is my favorite.
You like the pre-code on this one?
Yeah.
I think I like the A cover. I think it's
So
the
do
color
I.
with the rain.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's something about it.
What's your favorite one, Brian?
Out of all of them, or just for this one?
Just all the covers at number 6. Which one's your favorite?
I like the Creatures in Black Lagoon one the best. That one.
Yeah, that one is good.
Yeah. So, but man, well, again, these are all the other covers. So let's continue. At number 5, Mark Spears Monsters, issue number 2, the Bridezilla Keen Spot online exclusive that I'm kicking myself for not getting again. And by the way, you guys know I love comics where they're reading comics on the cover, and I did not get one of these, and they're limited to 100, and every single one of them sold out for $50 a piece.
Nuts.
Wow.
Sold out at $50 a piece. Oh, I'm so angry. Liger Style says, pre-ordered this, baby. Damn you. I'm jealous. So, well, not damn you.
Yeah.
Good on you. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Good on you. Mate.
It's been a minute since we've seen like this kind of excitement around like one particular artist. I mean, I know we saw it initially. We saw it when Peach Momoko just started coming out, and like pretty much anything she put out, everybody wanted. Trying to think like some other artists that like kind of were unknown.
I can't think of anything. Maybe
send
the
them a
Zaf,
link.
maybe the Zaf stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe the Zaf stuff, but like this is like real cool stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So I love this. I love this.
This is the part where Mark Spears should just jump on and start talking about his books and the books you better look out for.
Oh man. This is a Mark Spears Hot 10 show tonight. That's for sure. That's for sure.
So this one's like what 100? Is this what basically this
over
was
100?
Over 100.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Brian lives for all those freebies when all you have to do is keep mentioning it to get them. Yeah, I wish that was the way it is. I wish that way it was the way it is. Yeah.
Hater. Here comes a hater alert.
Duh.
Yeah.
I mean, why else would we have Mark Spears on the show?
Yeah,
Right.
that's why Mark is on
Tom
the show.
McFarlane is the
Yeah.
greatest.
Yeah.
Tom McFarlane is the greatest. Let's see if it works. J. Scott Campbell, I love you. No, it doesn't work. I wish, bro.
Kylo, I just hope that you're subscribed and you hit that like button. It's crazy.
He may send us some backboards and some bags, and that's about it. Dude. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
It's a business at the end of the day, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we do all this for free. So remember that, you guys. We pay to make this content for you. So it's over $100 now a month for the StreamYard that we use to do it. And the editing software for Premiere Studio is almost $100 a month. And all the time that we create for this content. So that's why we say that the best way that you guys can support us is by liking and subscribing and just hanging out with us in the live chat. We really
Mark did
appreciate
say he
that.
was going to get you.
He did. He said, don't worry about it. I got you. So much love to Mark.
What does that mean? You said that before, though, dude. Like 6 or 7 times, dude. It's like, thank you. That, in other words, that means thank you.
It does. It does. And it means that we're going to continue pumping for Mark
Yeah.
on the House of Stein Hot 10. We're just going to call it the Mark Spears Hot 10 from now on. So until he quits sending us free
to
books.
jump on with us and let's see if it works. You pump somebody and watch how you get nothing.
Yeah. 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 We'll let Sister Kylo quit one guying us tonight. Don't worry, you guys. All right, here we go. Let's continue on at number 4. Scarlet Witch, issue number 6, the Ivan Talavera 1 in 25, which is an absolutely beautiful cover, but more importantly, it's the first cover appearance and first appearance in the guts of a new pupil of Scarlet Witch called Amaranth.
The girl from Twitch?
That's what I always used to say all the time because it kind of looks like her too. So maybe she should be getting some money off of this. You remember Amaranth? The girl that sells her bath water and she does hot tub streams. She makes like $40 million a month off of OnlyFans. Like she's
Man,
yeah.
You guys are on a different internet search than I am.
It depends on how much you grew up in the tech world, you know, and how how many layers deep of the internet have you gone?
Clearly not far enough.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm getting so bored of the normal internet, I might start like surfing around on the dark web.
Yeah. Heroes Reborn says, "You mean the Scarlet Witch cover isn't by Mark Spears? Don't worry, just wait." So.
Yes, this is not a Mark Spears, but it is selling like 40, and there's been a bunch of them. Was there a 1 in 50 of this? And I
yes,
think
there was.
Is there? I think this is selling just as well as or sell as much as the 1 in 50. Yeah,
it is. This one is selling for more, if not, than the 1 in 50, I believe.
This one does look good, though.
It does. And I think it's the only one with her on the cover, right? It's the only one with Amaranth on the cover. Oh, Johnny says there's also a 1 in 100. So,
hot tub stream room hype trains. I don't even know what that is.
Yep. Back in the day, man, that was the meta, and now the meta is Mark Spears covers. So, and drama. That's why we do both. All right, moving on to number 3. We're getting into the top 3, you guys. It's 166 of you watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed, because we're going to continue it with Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 262, the facsimile edition, 1 in 25 from Ben Harvey. Out this week.
Now we love our facsimiles.
Woo!
And then we really love our incentive facsimiles.
Yeah.
Double woo woo.
Yeah.
Second print incentive facsimiles are on their way, I imagine.
Oh gosh. Oh. Yeah, I mean I like this cover. It's done well. It looks good, but again, I don't understand the appeal.
Just put it on any other cover besides a facsimile.
Right. Like it, but somebody's buying it because this thing is selling between $60 and $100 for this facsimile. Now, from past history on these facsimile incentives, it's going to drop back.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them, even the ones that look good, drop pretty far back. So I would tend to think this is as high, but that usually means if I think it's at its peak, that means it's probably going to go up, and not because I'll pretty much be wrong.
I kind of like this cover, man.
I do like that. That's what I said. The cover's great, but it's just on a stupid facsimile book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still want to know if you open it on the inside, if you see the original cover, if it's like a double cover situation.
That's a good
To make
question.
it a true facsimile, right? Because it's like a reproduction of the book when it originally came out.
Yeah.
I got
so
an
it
idea.
can't be
How
a
about
facsimile.
a facsimile of the Mark Jewelers, right? Have a Mark Jewelers facsimile.
Talk about a cash grab, man. How can they do, like, I agree with you. How do they do facsimiles with a different cover?
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. All right, here we go, you guys. At number 2 this week.
Oh, it's not a double cover. So then it's a facsimile.
Faux facsimile. Yeah.
Facsimile. Yeah.
It's a faux fac.
It's just a variant.
Yeah.
It's a
What-
reprint.
What's that?
Yeah. All right, let's continue with the Mark Spears Hot 10 tonight. At number 2, Mark Spears Monsters, issue number 2, the 1 in 25 Batman 423 homage.
Yeah, this one is also selling for 60 to 100. But
That's awesome, dude.
correct me if I'm wrong, Brian. You had the KeenSpot website up. Is this still available on the KeenSite website?
It is sold out.
Oh
It is now-
man.
Okay, so it was not earlier. When I was writing this, I actually got on the KeenSite or whatever that public KeenSpot, and I think they had 7 of them left. So
Yeah.
they are now all gone. I
Well,
did not
Sign
buy
by-
it.
Yeah,
and
it's sold
sign-
out.
not
Sign
good.
by all 7. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not
No,
sold out.
that's
Hold
not-
on. Hold on.
Yeah, there you go. The 1 in 25 retailer incentive.
It
There
is
you
still
go.
available.
There-
7 are available.
7.
Yeah.
There you go.
7 are
7 of them.
available.
$50.
Yeah.
So half.
Shout out
half what
to
they're selling
Manny the
for on
comic
eBay.
collector. Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys want to go score a copy for half the price that's selling on eBay, here's the link. Don't say we never did anything for you.
Yeah,
Great cover too. Love it.
yeah. They're just all good. They're all good.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Is it really?
Yeah, it really is.
Oh,
You're kidding me.
wow.
No, I'm not even joking. Like I just
7
clicked
of them
the
are
link.
gone like that quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I just clicked the link just to see if like I'm like, yeah, let's see what happens if 172 people are watching right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, so good luck there. Unless one person bought all 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first.
If I had the money, I probably would have just done that. I just bought them all myself, and then probably just given them away or something like that.
Or pump it some more and make sure it's number 1 next week.
Yeah. Well, listen, you guys. Speaking about pumping, next book is a book that there's no reason to pump it. It's that hot. At number 1, Mark Spears Monsters, issue number 1, the Bridezilla variant, is back on the list. After dropping off from the list,
Wow.
it is jumped back up with some major sales.
Yeah, this had fallen back to about $50 to $60 is what we kind of thought was going to happen. It is now 175 raw. A CGC 9.8 just sold for $430.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's only maybe just a couple are even listed for
Ben-
sale right now.
you know, we're doing the cover of the year books, bro. Like this one has got to be in the top.
You're
5.
right. You're right. Why isn't it? Is it on the list? I gotta check. Did we overlook
It-
this one?
No. It's on the list.
Okay, good. Okay.
No,
Okay.
it's definitely on. It's definitely on the list.
This will be that book for Mark. When you talk about Mark Spears, like this will be that book like 10 years from now. It's like, you remember that Bridezilla book that he drew?
How fast do you think it'll hit to 1,000 in a 98?
Good Lord, I don't know, man. But the more people look at it and say, man, this is great, you know, just wait till next October. This book will probably be double.
Well, see, that's what's amazing to me is this week. I mean, we're now in Thanksgiving week, and I mean, we're a month out from Halloween, and issue number 2 just dropped, and
Mark goes, I got a 9.9. Get out of here, bro.
Comic Book Countdown said Spears canceled my purchase of this cover from his website. Still frosty about that. Mark, do you have a website?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, that's the question.
Drama.
And then, but also welcome to my world where every day is Halloween. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just think these are so good and so well done that I don't think it's like just
Okay, different book.
yeah. I think this is just one of those that just is going to continue. Now, if you've seen some of the Kickstarters for some of these covers, holy cow, those are hyper expensive. But you can't find them.
Yeah.
I don't know the print runs on those, but those had been like nothing. So expensive on those. This cover's just really good. It's so good.
Yeah, this is like from Back to the Future. I'm sorry, you guys are just too darn loud. Right when they pass on a Mark Spears book, they ought to have this like GIF with Huey Lewis in the news. You're just too darn loud.
Well, speaking of cover of the year stuff, we've been moving along pretty well on that. Here is the list I have so far. We are at 60. How many?
66.
66. Yeah, 66 covers. We got to narrow it down to 64 at some point, but people are still sending me covers to put on the list. But here's what we got.
We could have a playing games.
Yeah. But again, you guys, I need to figure out how to seed them because we don't want, some of the books that most of us consider to be, the top 10 books going against each other in the first round. So
I'll
we'll
work
seed
on that.
them. Yeah.
But I'll need to get the covers from you.
Yeah. So I have a link for the list. And if you guys want in the chat, go ahead and try to click this link. And if you're logged into your Cover Price account, you should be able to see this virtual collection. And here's all the covers for those of you guys that want to see what we got so far. I
tell you what, Brian, this has got to be one of the best years
yes
for cover art, like ever. Like everybody, raised their game from Adam Hughes to Campbell to Sosa Micah, and then Mark Spears, all these newcomers coming into the medium, like just unbelievable work by all of these individuals.
But it's also amazing to see artists changing up their styles too.
Absolutely. Great point, Aaron.
That, they're not getting like pigeonholed that like, oh, I'm just gonna bank off of this one style forever, that they're trying, drastically different things. Like,
Audie Gronoff changing his style.
I mean, other names that come to mind are like Rose Besh, like she's changing up. Sosa Micah's trying new things. And it's just great to see that like even artists that are at the top of their game, right, or getting the most attention, are still like pushing their limits to see like how far it will go for them.
Yeah.
And you're seeing guys become like superstars in the hobby, like Lobos, and then you're seeing like the old guard like fight back and fight that off, like the Art Adams and the Campbells.
Panosian.
Yeah, Panosian is really just said, wait a minute, and he found his honey hole, man. That absolute Wonder Woman is probably one of the best covers like I've seen in a. I mean, it's up there, man.
Yeah. I do need to add the disputed Ash Can by Carla Cohen. A lot of people have said to add that, so I will add that. Yeah, this is a great list so far.
Amazing list, man. You guys did such a good job on that.
Well, not only do we have this list, you guys, we also have the list going for best series, best story, cover artist of the year that I'll be continuing. Chip Smith and Austin B both put in some comments that I'll add to the list. So this link is below. So make sure you guys, if you want to add some things to best new series, best story, best series, and cover artist of the year, publisher of the year. I think for cover artist of the year, I think we probably should have Panosian, Mark Spears, Souza Micah, Lobos, and there was one more. Who was it? Was it Jay Gonzo? There was somebody else that I'm missing, but we'll no Tedesco. There is Tedesco. We do have Tedesco, Decoit. I talked about your comment the other day. I added this Tedesco. Thank you for that comment, Decoit, because your comment took me to put in this one of the best covers of the year, the Sempre Wonder Woman #9. I added the Tedesco Wonder Woman 12. I didn't see any really good Middleton. We went over a lot of the Middleton books. There were some good Red Sonja books, but I don't think that they were cover of the year. I mean, we went over those Middleton books when we were picking the books, and most people in the chat said that they didn't think that they were a no-go. But I definitely added this Tedesco. So thanks for that comment, Decoit Cave. And thank you for everybody that's been adding comments on that stuff, because that has really helped us find some of those. Smokey Collect says you should let the bracket be random no matter who goes against, without you worrying about books you don't want to go against each other. I don't agree with that. I think there should be seeding. I think there's certain books that we all consider better than others, and that those should be.
Are we going to have an interactive tournament? Like, just do a show, and then the chat, they bid like one or two for the two fighting in that one bracket, and then they move on?
No, I have a website where I make the bracket, and then I'll post the website on all the shows we do. We'll put it on Nearing Nirvana. We'll put it on House of Stein. We'll put it on Beyond Wednesdays, and whoever wants to put it on their shows. And we'll let everybody vote on it for the whole month of December.
That's fucking fun. Genius.
Yeah.
Pass it out to like all the YouTube channels?
Yeah. Yep. It's a poll site called, what is it called here? It's called Poll Tab. So you can do brackets and polls. And Stein, I was contemplating just doing a poll for our seeding results, but I think that'll just take too much time. So
probably, yeah.
But yeah, I can do the bracket and put pictures.
None of these people agree with us anyway. So
exactly.
No matter what we put, whatever we put, or whatever we think is the best, is probably not going to be the best anyway. So
we're sitting here on this panel. We have the microphones. We make the decisions. You just watch.
No. Well,
that might be the #1 book, bro. Right there.
Well, it's definitely the #1 book this week, and Thank you for everybody for joining us tonight on the House of Stein Mark Spears Hot 10 show.
Mark just said that he got us.
So, Mark,
Thanks,
thank
Mark.
you. Mark, thank
Mark,
you
you're not
so
supposed to
much.
pass that on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for sending us all your books for free for the Infinity, for pumping your books. We'll continue to pump you as long as you send us all those free books.
Wait, you guys get paid?
Thank you for letting me write page 6 of your latest book.
Yeah. What I will say,
did
you
get to
guys.
hear my impression last week?
What did I do?
Wait, hold on.
Get to hear?
Hold on. Stein said, wait, do you guys get paid? I want you guys to know that Stein has been writing this list for how many years now?
I don't know, probably 9, maybe 10. I don't know. Long
And
time.
he has never gotten paid to write this list. So I want to thank Stein for putting in all the work that he does for this. And I want to thank YeeZee, Red Hood, Richie, Mighty Mel V, Bird City, all the Mr. Longshort, all the hosts that have come on to help us with the show over all this time. I want to thank all those people for putting in all the work that you guys do to do this show. So it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to these guys. And now we can remind Stein of your amazing impersonation last week. Do you want to give it another shot?
My impersonation?
See ya.
Who did that?
All right, starting off with our Golden Age honorable mention this week, Fat and Slat issue number 3, a CGC 9.4, sold for $4,600. And this is a crazy book from 1947 with an all-time high sale. Could you imagine a 9.4 from 1947? Wow. A regular honorable mention, Deadpool issue number 7, the Bagley second print Virgin 1 in 25, is on the list. This book came out this week. Raws are selling for up to $50 on the secondary market. And Ellie Pool she's a thing now. It's just the way it is. We're going to have to keep an eye on her, and hopefully the series gets better or is good. At number 10, Sonic the Hedgehog Knuckles 30th Anniversary Special. This is the retailer incentive 1 in 10 variant cover, selling for on the secondary market for $20. Another new book out this week. Great video game style variant. There is another variant for this that is really good too. If any of you guys are Knuckles fans, be on the lookout. And we're all looking forward to that third movie coming out soon. At number 9, Venom, issue number 39. This is the foreshadowing variant, first cover appearance of the all-new Venom host. And this book came out a few weeks ago, was selling for about $5 cover price. It's now getting $15 to $20 on the secondary market. We're getting closer to finding out who the new host is. My bet is on Luke Cage. At number 8, another new book from this week and another Venom book. Venom War, It's Jeff, issue number 1. This is the Yagawa 1 in 25 variant, selling for $25 plus with a ton of sales on the secondary market. At number 7, Batman Vengeance of Bane special, issue number 1. This is the first appearance of Bane, and with recent news of a James Gunn team-up movie with Bane and Freudian slip, Deathstroke, this book is selling on the secondary market for $125 raw, $350 plus in CGC 9.8, back up from a major dip it took in the last year. At number 6, the first of many Mark Spears Monsters books on the list this week. This is issue number 2, all covers A through E, which are selling on the secondary market for $10 to $50, and they are gorgeous. At number 5 this week, our second Mark Spears book of the week on the list, the Monsters issue number 2, Bridezilla Keen Spot, online exclusive, which was limited to 100. You could only get this on the Keen Spot website, and it sold out all 100 issues for $50 a pop. Gorgeous cover. At number 4, Scarlet Witch, issue number 6, the Talavera 1 in 25, first appearance of Amaranth. This is not the only cover she was on. I stand corrected. She was on the A cover also, but I like this one the best. And this one is selling for a decent amount on the secondary market, up to $40 raw. Another book that came out this week. At number 3, Amazing Spider-Man issue number 262, the 2024 facsimile, Ben Harvey 1 in 25 variant, selling raw for $60 to $100. At number 2 this week, more Mark Spears Monsters, issue number 2, the Batman 423 homage 1 in 25 variant, $60 to $100 raw on the secondary market. Another brand new book. And at number 1, after dropping off the list, this one is back with a vengeance. Raw copies of Mark Spears Monsters, issue number 1, the Bridezilla variant, are selling for up to $175. And the first of many CGC books are being sold. A 9/8 sold for $430 on the secondary market. This has been the House of Stein Mark Spears Hot 10 show. We'll see you guys next week. Adios.